something I've been dying to say for so long.
Abe, please don't. Not until I say what I have to say. Abe! I love...
Well, it came, it went, and now it has left many people sad in the process. After not hearing any new news about the brand new HBO Max reboot Clone High, it has now been officially confirmed that the series won't be renewed and is now getting canceled over on the platform. It's truly tragic that this show kind of ended up like the original series did, with it being canceled before it even got a chance to really shine. And now, unfortunately, it leaves many questions unanswered as it is being canceled. And I gotta say, that really makes me upset. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? My name is AnimaTD, better known as Animated, and I want to thank you so much for tuning in into this brand new video. Now, let me just start off this video by simply saying that I really was a huge fan of the Clone High reboot. Watching the original series before the reboot even came out was simply a very charming time for me. And honestly, when news broke out that the show is getting rebooted into a new series over on Max, I was simply excited. I got to see this one-off show simply get revived for a whole new generation, and honestly, that was simply cool. All the iconic clones that were coming back to this reboot, as well as introducing some brand new ones, was simply something interesting that I was definitely excited to see. But now, after hearing about the brand new news that the show is now being canceled and not getting renewed at all, I just think that that's simply a bad thing. It just leaves so many questions unanswered, and it just simply makes me upset. Like, for instance, in the season 2 finale, what's gonna happen now with Confucius, Abe, and Joan of Arc? What is the fate for the rest of the school? And the biggest question is, will Gandhi ever be thawed out? Because now that's never gonna happen, so at least we know the answer to that one. But it really and truly does make me sad that this show didn't even get a chance to shine. Sure, the show definitely lost a lot of viewership over time due to the fact that the show wasn't even being promoted at all. Even when the show originally aired, there wasn't a lot of promotion going on besides a few trailers. And even so, that's still some promotion. But even when season 2 was announced and there was really no promotion at all, that was a little bit of a warning sign that I feel like some people caught on to, but then a lot of other people just simply didn't know that the show was even out. And of course, Max and Discovery Plus were going through an entire merger in its own, and that kind of took away any promotion for any of their shows that weren't exactly the main focus. It still sucks to see that this show just simply did not get a chance at all. And again, in my personal opinion, that really sucks. I remember when this show first came out, I fell in love with all these characters. From Abe to JFK to Joan of Arc, even Cleopatra. These characters brought something to this show that simply made me want to watch more. Heck, even Gandhi had a lot of great moments from the original show, even though most people didn't like the character in itself. But it truly sucks to see that this reboot suffered the same fate as the original show. And in some way, I would like to blame it on the animation industry failing as a whole, but that's not the case at all. The main reason why I feel like this show definitely suffered a lot was the fact that it wasn't getting promoted, and in fact, a lot of people didn't even know that the show actually existed. And if you're promoting a product, you want at least people to know about it, right? I mean, heck, even when I do a new video over here on the channel, I at least promote it a little bit over on my socials, which in case you guys don't know, you could go to the description and follow all the pages. But any sort of promotion will definitely help a show out in the long run. And even things like budget cuts, trying to get actors to reprise their roles, or even the network heads not even giving a chance for the show to shine, a lot of factors could have taken place. But I definitely feel like something could have changed in the long run. There had to have been at least some way that we as fans could have definitely turned the tide and at least gave this show a bit more love. But I don't really know exactly how to go on ahead with that. We now live in a day and age where a lot of older shows get reboots. And honestly, sometimes that's a really good thing. But sometimes when these shows get rebooted, they don't necessarily last long, which is definitely a bad thing indeed. As of late, a lot of shows are getting rebooted. Shows like Animaniacs, Regular Show, Adventure Time, and so many more got a chance for a reboot. But then there are some shows that have been actually out for a while that get no love either. So it's definitely a mixed topic to really talk about if reboots get more love than older shows indeed. A lot of it has to do with nostalgia, which in case you don't know, nostalgia definitely sells a lot. Again, there's a lot of mixed feelings and a lot of mixed emotions with a lot of fans about this news. And honestly, I'm one of them that's a little bit confused as to why the show just simply got canceled. Although Max will not proceed with a third season of Clone High, we as fans will always cherish these characters and the talented voice actors behind them. And although season 3 is a thing in the past, I honestly honestly do hope that somewhere in the near future, maybe there could be a turning point and we could probably even get that third season. But it definitely now seems like that the School of Clone High is now officially closed forever. As a fan of animated shows, I really just feel like that shows at least need to get a chance to go on ahead and at least shine for once. I understand that a lot of shows get canceled, but at least with one of my own favorite shows that I love talking about over here on the channel, this hurts a little bit more. I could go on ranting a lot about how this show could have got more love more and more, but of course, I just sound like a broken record player just talking about how much I wish that this show didn't get canceled. I will definitely miss the charm that this show brought, and I pray that Max does not take down this show like they did with other shows. Of course, I'm talking about Close Enough, which we already talk about that a lot, so I really do hope that they don't just take this off and put it away as a tax write-off. Clone High was simply a special show, and I'll always cherish it. Again, I do hope that there's some turning point to where this show could get brought back in the near future, but it seems very highly unlikely. As a fan of the original series as well as the brand new reboot, I can definitely say that this will definitely sting a lot. I'll definitely miss making content about this show, and it really sucks that this is really going to be the last video that I'll be talking about Clone High at all. I simply love the brand new characters that they brought into the show, especially Confucius, because he was somewhat of a nerd, and I do consider myself a little bit of a nerd as well. He was very tech savvy, had his quirks, and honestly, he was a fan of a lot of people that I knew about. But now it just simply looks like he's going to get frozen again. And still, it's just simply crazy to me that they never unthawed Gandhi. They didn't want to get canceled because of Gandhi, and now look, they got canceled without Gandhi. Honestly, they should have just kept all the clones in the freezer at this point, but you know, it's over now. It doesn't matter. I'm truly going to be sad about this show being gone, and honestly, I don't know how you guys feel about it. If you were a fan like me, I'm pretty sure you're upset about it. But if you weren't, you're probably actually happy that this show ended. So in my personal opinion, you won. I don't know what else you want me to tell you. You just simply won. But Clone High, I am going to miss you. I really do wish you at least had a third season or something to wrap up the show in general instead of just being completely cut off. I do hope that in the near future, something good happens and you get brought back. But until then, it just simply looks like you're getting frozen for another 20 years. Don't worry, there's plenty of space next to Gandhi in that freezer. That you can guarantee. Now guys, let me know your thoughts. Are you upset about this news that Clone High is getting canceled again? If you enjoyed the show, what was one of your favorite moments from it? And out of the brand new cast of characters that were introduced into the show, who was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up this video. Once again, I do want to thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. And if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, as well as turn on notifications for more cartoon news and reviews coming to you real soon. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up this video. Once again, my name is AnimaTD, better known as Animated, and I hope that you go on ahead and tune in next time.